Right, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome again to another segment of fan comments. And it's probably going to be the last one. Well, actually, it will be the last one of 2018. So again, thank you to the guys who actually the subscribers and people who have come by the channel and kindly put comments on to the channel. Now, some of the comments I'm going to read now. I'm going to be going back to the Burnley match, I believe. Just watching here, just roughly. Let's have a look here. Right, so the first one I'm going to read out comes from Arunava Ghosh, and he's just referring to, I think, a post-match or pre-match review that my brother did. And he's saying that, yes, we are looking quite disjointed. Appreciate the quality Rob Holding was offering. Why are we not using Carl Jenkinson or Medley? My back line would be Monreal, Socrates, Koscielny. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Koscielny and Carl on either side. I just can't see how El Neni gets into the team. If we want to avoid playing Torreira, then it should be Guendouzi and Maitland-Niles. For once, let the two young lads dominate the midfield. I bet they would at least be better than El Neni. I guess Aaron is not a fan of El Neni. Against lower ranked teams, I feel Laka coming off the bench would be much better and aggressive than Iwobi coming on. Iwobi should start with his speed and guile. He would tire out any defense. This would make it more useful for the team when Laka comes on. Yeah, so this was actually it was the post match review my brother did there when we played against Burnham. We beat them 2-1. Sorry, 3-1. Let's go on to some more comments here. And guys, again, feel free. If you're watching here, you're just passing by and you like what you hear so far, then join the chat. Ask me any questions and I shall answer them as best as I can. Right. Okay. So let's get on with it here again. Let's see. Next one we have here. One from DJ Fury, good video. Raz Lichtsteiner came on from Monreal. Merry Christmas. Keep up the hard work. Thank you, Mr. Fury. And what else do we have here? Okay, another one that another has put onto the channel. I haven't yet seen value in El Neni. I firmly believe that Willock is a better midfielder than El Neni. Is that true, guys? Do you think Willock is a better midfielder than El Neni? I don't know what's happened to El Neni. I think he's I don't even know what to say. Are we about to sell him? Do we need him? Can we afford to sell any players in a January window? I'm not absolutely sure. But one thing is for sure that we have been using him quite a lot in the Europa League matches there. So I guess maybe we're not at the point where we can actually sell him. But does he actually add any value to the team? Then he goes on to say, we should also think about giving more opportunities to Medley. With that, I completely agree. Again, these youngsters, if they're not being played, and we do sell them to a rival or to another team, maybe some years down the line, they might, play against us, and then we're going to think, why didn't we keep these players? Right. Okay. Then we've got one here from the English Conversation Club, and they are making a comment about the pre-match video I did there about Brighton versus Arsenal. And he said, we must seek them here, seek them there. Come on, Arsenal. Apollo 101 on Arsenal says, hopefully we will get back on track today. It didn't happen, did it? It didn't happen. Then Aranav Ghosh again. He's put on so many comments on the channel. It's unbelievable. Looking at the spate of injuries hurting us, and it has not been just 1 year. I have serious reservations on the competence of our medical and physiotherapy team. Now, it's true. We've got a spate of injuries, but they're not down to I think the coaching. I think they've been down to the injuries actually sustained during the matches. Okay. I don't really want to go into about the match against Brighton. If you saw my post-match review, I think I've said enough. Our fan base, terrible cough. I think our fan base on Twitter has said enough as well. Again, guys, if you're watching, get involved in the chat. Ask me any questions. I shall answer them as best as I can. Right. Okay. And right. So this is coming after the match yesterday. And I've got again Apollo one-on-one and Arsenal. He says it was awful, Alex. Hard to watch in the second half after the substitutions came on and made zero effect, which is true. The status quo was just more or less the same, wasn't it, when the substitutions came on? And there's been questions about whether Unai Emery was right in bringing on the substitutions. I mean, that's going to run and rumble for a long time to come. Then we have Terry Hogan. So Terry Hogan, if you're watching now, good evening, mate. Happy Christmas and happy holidays to you. And he says, Emery will know who must go. He's inherited a poor defense and an unbalanced midfield. The team has no wingers, not natural width. This will take several transfer windows. Several transfer windows. That's a long time, but we've got to be patient, guys. We have to be patient. Like we said many, many times before, it's a new manager in transition, the beginning of the transition stage. So as much as I was annoyed at the performance by Arsenal, the reality is that he's got players that he knows he needs to sell. We know that. He can see that. So let him get on with the job, of coaching Arsenal. All right, and there's another one here. Today, Arsenal played as if they were again under Arsene Wenger. A boring game without any determination. Too many square and back passes. No one really attacking with a plan and the speed. I did read somewhere that apparently I think some of the players were a little bit confused about what their instructions were from Unai Emery. Listen, I don't know how true that is, really. I don't know how true that is. And then he goes on to say, and the speed, the team looks tired and fatigued. Lichtsteiner looked like he was simply completing the formalities. We should have tried the youngsters. I believe they would have put up a better show. Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Again, I always say woulda, coulda, shoulda doesn't win matches. Is there a possibility that the youngsters would have put in a better performance than the first team? I'm not absolutely sure, to be honest. I'm not. All right, okay. So let's get back into some more comments. Again, guys, if you've got any questions, join in the chat. I'll try and answer them, as best as I can. Guys, what do you think about the match yesterday against Brighton? Do you think, it's obvious that, we do need to buy some players, or do we need to give the youth players a chance? Which way can it go? And then got here, I wouldn't mind so much, but we switched off straight after we scored. We missed a real opportunity to secure all 3 points. Okay. Yeah, it's just I don't know really what to say. I've just gone through the comments here, and again, I don't want to go too much into what happened yesterday with Brighton. And again, the main thing is we didn't lose the match. We didn't lose. You know, I said, as I always say, if we lose, we lose. If we play so badly, at least do not lose the match. And we didn't. That 1 point was we secured there, or we got. We secured. It could be the difference for us, making the top four or not. So we'll take those points gladly. Thank you very much. Right, are there any other comments? Mhm. Right, and I've got Richard from Arsenal TV. Uh, excuse me. He's saying that's why the title is not a good result, mate. Right, so yeah, because if you go over to his channel, Arsenal TV, you will see that he's on his player ratings. The ratings are very, very low. I think from my memory serves me right, I think maybe only one player or two players on his channel got over 6. And the rest, yeah, again, just go over and see his channel. Right. I don't have any other comments from the subscribers. The only thing I am going to say is I will do my my preview for the match Liverpool versus Arsenal on Friday, which is tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much, but yeah, that is it. That is it. So unless anyone has any comments or any questions in the chat, I'm going to wrap up this segment of fan comments. It's just a real shame that we lost a little bit of the momentum. You will see that Chelsea, they won. Man City always do that, don't they? They start out the blocks very, very quick, and then they have a couple, blips, towards the middle and then the end of the season. So I know Pep Guardiola will be annoyed, but do you think maybe they're probably? I'm not sure what is their next match, but do you think it's a start maybe of their plummets? Those guys just down the road there, they're in, of all places, they're in second place. Right. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Well, I've got one more here actually. Again, from a regular. Yeah, again, it's just Alv Ghosh. He's just saying here, absolutely so, and that resulted in regular injuries to so many players in the past. Yeah, so again, he's just talking about the spate of injuries that we're having in the team so far. Again, yeah, there's not much I can really say about that. But anyway, guys, for those of you who did tune in, I think the maximum numbers we've had so far is probably 7 or 8 people. Those of you 7 or 8 who are watching now, I want to say a big thank you for tuning into the last segment of fan comments this side of 2018. Like I always say, thank you to you, thank you to the subscribers for taking your time out to put the comments on Canon Fodder TV. And also, towards the end of the season, we're going to be doing something very, very big. So we're going to be putting some promo work out there for you to check out. And also, we've got our website. I'll put the link of the website in the contents box. And as well, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Anyhow, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. And just a little bit of breaking news.